by the worm.
Yeah, cybercrime is expected to have cost the global economy around $450 billion last year alone. So tackling those online threats is big business. And there is apparently a new technology that could stop hackers in their tracks.
Behavioral biometric technology, as it's known, tries to identify unusual behaviour on smart devices by using information such as typing speed, the force applied to the touchscreen and the angle at which the smartphone is held. Well, someone who can tell us all about this is Neil Costigan, Chief Executive of BehavioSec. He is with us in the studio. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, your company, it comes as a great relief to the banking sector, because actually when we find we have financial fraud, the banks just have to sort of reimburse us. It's them that carry the weight of that cost and that fraud.
Indeed.
And yet your technology is helping them. Just talk us through it.
Well, there's no silver bullet to the security issue, and so the industry applies kind of every tool in its arsenal, and they're layering on everything that comes. And more they're trying to get into the frictionless way of doing it, and so the security technologies are in the back end and not forced in front of the user. So you're not asking the user to carry these tokens or remember complex passwords and that kind of stuff.
From the point of view of the bank, what you provide is, if I use an app on my smartphone to do my banking, that comes with your security provision embedded inside. So I wouldn't even necessarily know it's there as a user. I don't know about it, but the bank, from their point of view, it's extremely important. It might save them a lot of money.
Indeed, yeah, that's exactly the use case and the application of it. They want to layer in security. They don't want to burden you with it. They want as many people to be using it. And if the security is viewed as a friction, or like, oh, I'm going to not do this because of security, well, that's a problem for them. So transparency is kind of the key word, and user experience is the key word. So that shift in mindset for security from complexity and cost into more user-friendly things.
Talk us through how it works, because this isn't just a case of putting in a password or scanning your fingerprint. This is about constantly working out that I am who I say I am whilst using it. How does it work?
Well, Moore's Law has been really kind to us, and that there's a lot of computation power in this and in the back end. And it sounds like buzzword bingo, but breakthroughs in AI and big data have really got us to this level that this is commercially viable. The idea has been around even from the days of telegraph, that you would hear rhythm, but now we can process and do it. So it's how hard you hit the screen, it's the area under your finger you're on it, how you swipe, how you move, and how you get it.
But and even sort of the angle that you hold it at and how you type and things, and all that kit is already available in devices that we have already. It's how you use it.
It's public sensors, they're all there. It's all part of the operating system, and it's the power of the computer now and the consistency that's helped.
And you provide this service. Your clients are banks right across Scandinavia, other parts of Europe.
We're out to about 35 million users across Northern and Western Europe. So think of digital banks, digital platforms.
But just tell us how this all started, because it wasn't your idea, was it?
No, not at all. I'm a veteran of this industry. I've done this about 25 years or so, and I've taken an innovation from Sweden to California and an exit before. And I was back in Sweden working at a university, and some undergraduates, kids doing their third year project inside the university, had the idea, and kind of, we think we can verify people who they are by their typing.
So what are they doing now, those undergrads?
They're the founders, and they're, I met Olaf, who was on the way to New York yesterday. We're our new office there, and the other guy is running the R&D lab at the university.
And the reason that this is so useful is that, if you are hacked or you suffer a breach, someone knows your password or is able to get into your account, this is able to stop them further down the process. It's not a case of once they're in. You can sort of keep an eye on it.
Exactly, that's it. And it's this extra layer, and it's more about catching the individual. It's not just that they have possession of the phone or know the knowledge thing, like the password. It's about the person themselves, and that's the level we've taken this to.
And then as far as those conversations you have with the big financial institutions, I suppose this is it's a cost. They're going to have to pay for it, but it maybe is cheaper than the compensation.
They don't pay enough.
You want them to pay more.
You want to pay more,
but if it's a trade-off, isn't it? Either they're going to pay in compensation for...
Security has been around forever, and it's kind of viewed as like insurance policies and stuff. You just have to have it. You have to put that investment in, or the repercussions are awful.
Now, Neil, I'm going to put you on the spot here, because I didn't warn you about this question. What was the last DVD you bought? Or Blu-ray?
It would have been something for my daughter when you're travelling.
You see, this is what we're all saying, apart from Ben, who hasn't got kiddies. But the rest of us are all saying it's a movie for our children.
It was a DVD for my niece.
There you go, it's for his niece.
Yeah, so it's something pixeler, something with high quality that you think this will be an experience for us all. That's not going to be good if you're streaming it and that kind of thing.
Neil, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
We do appreciate it. Neil Costigan there, Chief Executive of BehavioSec.